Back now on 12 News at 6, we're focusing on an issue that could be key to the November election.
Any day now, an Arizona judge will decide whether or not a 158-year-old abortion ban will become law again in this state. That law passed before Arizona was even a state. Only has one exemption to protect the life of the mother. Political analysts finding that issue and decision could be a deciding factor for voters in this election.
Team 12's Colleen Sikora is speaking with one analyst about how this issue is shaping the governor's race.
Two women vying to be Arizona's next governor with two different opinions on rights to abortion. Republican candidate Kari Lake has said in the past she supports the 100-year-old ban on abortion, saying Tuesday night she would not ban procedures in the case of miscarriage and ectopic pregnancy, commonly called D&C.
I would never keep D&C procedure from a woman having ectopic pregnancy or a miscarriage.
Current Secretary of State and Democratic candidate Katie Hobbs saying Monday, if elected governor, she'd expand reproductive rights.
I'll do everything in my power to protect access to safe, legal abortion, starting with using my veto pen to block any legislation that compromises our right.
Arizona is currently awaiting a judge's decision in Pima County whether the territorial law that bans abortion will be the law of the land.
Women, it seems to be this reproductive rights issue.
Chuck Coughlin is a current public affairs consultant in Phoenix. He's run Republican campaigns in Arizona, but says he's unaffiliated with any party now. Coughlin says policies related to abortion access are motivating women voters.
We have seen in polling data that we've done and in Arizona, and we've seen it across the nation, is women are very deeply disturbed about that issue and seem to be abandoning the Republican Party in pretty large numbers.
While that issue could motivate women voters, independents, he says, play the biggest role.
Unaffiliated voters tend to determine the outcome of a statewide election.
Coughlin points out abortion is not the only factor at play, adding the campaigns themselves matter too.
It really comes down to the candidate and the campaign and how well the candidate executes on a campaign and how well their messaging is and how well they're focused.
With the start of early voting 3 weeks away, Coughlin says focus is a challenge for both campaigns for governor.
I'm not seeing that.
And Colleen joins us in studio now. And Colleen, the latest poll numbers show that essentially these two candidates are tied. What other factors did Chuck Coughlin think could affect the election?
So the big issues here, right, are border, education, and water. He says the border is what's going to be most important for Republican voters, maybe some independent voters as well. He says education, especially with the spending cap hanging over Arizona school budgets right now, is probably what's going to be most important for Democrat voters and maybe some independents as well. Adding that water, though, he says that's going to be the biggest issue for all voters, and that's really what voters want to hear from candidates on, of how they're going to address Arizona's water crisis.
It's a real issue. All right, Colleen, thanks. Still